Well, it was a tough one. Obviously, if you look at the box score and we lose the game 6-4, you have to give Wright State a lot of credit. I think every time we made a mistake, they made us pay. They did an unbelievable job of hitting with runners in scoring position, coming up with big hits with runners on base. And I think ultimately, that was the difference in the ball game. We just couldn't come up with that big hit with runners on base. We had our opportunities, and they did. If you look at the at-bats, we had more quality at-bats than they did. We won in the free department, had 9 walks tonight. But the bottom line is we got to be able to do the little things. We had a couple bunt opportunities. We didn't get a safety squeeze down in the second inning. That would have given us a run. We had a tough strikeout, bases loaded in the 6th, which is going to happen. And then we didn't get a bunt down later in the ball game and could have scored maybe another run there. But we just have to execute. I think that's the bottom line is we did a really good job of getting runners on base. We did a really good job of throwing strikes. I don't think we walked but 2 batters tonight, so I'm very proud of our pitching staff for pounding the strike zone. Defensively, we played a pretty solid ball game. A lot of positives, but the big thing for us is we just got to do a little better job when it comes to getting the bunt down, and we got to be able to hit with runners in scoring position, and I believe we will. I really saw some good things out of our club, but in tight ball games, it's going to boil down to who makes the mistakes. And Wright State, you got to give them a lot of credit. They made us pay when we made mistakes.
Coach, a lot of freshmen and new faces for you out there tonight. Got some good offense from Logan and Grayson here tonight. What were some of the things you liked from those guys?
Well, I thought they did an unbelievable job. I remember what it was like when I played my first college baseball game. I couldn't even breathe out there. To see a guy like Logan Davis and Grayson Bird, who were playing their first games here for us at Clemson on opening day, to swing the bats the way they swung the bats today was a lot of fun to watch. Those guys are special kids, number one. Both those guys work extremely hard, and they do everything the right way, everything that we ask of them, and to see them come out and play well opening day and give us a chance to win was awesome to see.
Monty, you gave 3 relievers their Clemson debuts tonight. Was that by design?
We were just trying to play what we felt like was the right matchups. We knew that 3 out of their 4, I believe, in the top of their order, 1 through 4, 3 of them were left-handed hitters, and then they pinch hit and brought another lefty in. So the idea for us was to bring Jackson in first. We wanted to bring Jackson in and let him get his feet wet and throw, and I thought he did a really, really good job. And then Hennessy, we brought Hennessy in to face the lefties once they flipped the lineup back to the top. And then Beasley showed some really, really good stuff. He got the ball up and had one leave the yard, but he had a big strikeout with a runner on third with 1 out, and I thought threw some really, really good pitches. I'm pleased with our pitching staff. I mean, we pounded the strike zone. That's all you can ask for out of the pitching staff is to go out there and throw strikes and give your defense a chance to make some plays. And I think overall, our bullpen, which I think has a chance to be a strength because we throw strikes out of the pen, did a really good job. Again, we just got to do our part a little bit better in the little things when it comes to the short game and hitting with runners in scoring position.
It's a rough night for Wilkie behind the plate. Of course, he's just a freshman, but do you stick with him, or do you bring maybe Chris Williams, give him a chance behind the plate at all?
Well, I didn't think he had a rough night. I mean, I know he had the pass ball, and I thought that was a tough pitch, and we're not going to make excuses. If our catchers can get their glove on it, we expect them to catch it. But, you talk again about a true freshman. I mean, I thought he caught the ball pretty well. He made some blocks with runners at third with less than 2 outs. He also threw a runner out at third base. We have to do a good job with our outfielders of making sure that they back up bases. He tried to back pick a runner at second, and that was the right play on his part. He got away, and we just got to be in a position to not let that guy advance to third. And again, that's on us as coaches. The little things are on us as coaches. When it comes to getting a bunt down, when it comes to backing up bases, it comes to those types of things, we as coaches got to do a better job. That's not on Wilkie. Wilkie's being aggressive just like we want him to be. But I thought he did a good job of catching back there, and squared a couple balls up. And again, he's a true freshman, and he basically finds out he's going to start, 2 days ago. And I thought he did a pretty solid job back there. You look at how many strikes we got tonight, and you always want to give your catcher credit. I thought he did a pretty solid job for me.
Seth, could you talk about that seventh inning when did it strike out? What happened there? What you were saying?
Oh, I didn't hit it. Well, I mean, it was just something I failed to stay within my zone. I swung at pitches that were not something that I should be going for. I think I got a little amped up going up to that at bat. It's something you learn from. So if I'm ever in that situation again, I can learn from that and I can stay within my zone and hopefully get the job done then.
Coach, what did you say to your team after the game in the outfield there?
Well, it's eerily similar to opening day last year, where we had more quality at bats than our opponent. I thought we outpitched our opponent, but we have to give our opponent credit, because when they had the opportunity to score a run, they found a way to score a run, and that was the biggest difference. But it's situational hitting with runners in scoring position. I can assure you of this: we are not going to talk about it a lot. We're going to move on from it, because the last thing you want to do is, I'm not going to put pressure on my players. These guys give me everything that I ask from them. They work as hard as they can. They're selfless. They play together. I'm very proud of our players and where we're at right now. So, I'm not going to put pressure on them. The bottom line is we're going to come up with big hits with runners in scoring position. We just didn't tonight. We got an All-American going tomorrow in Pat Crawl. So. And there's a reason he's pitching on Saturday, because if you want to win a series after winning on Friday night, you got to deal with Pat Crawl. And if you happen to drop a game on Friday night, you got to deal with Pat Crawl to get you right back into the series. So we're very, very confident in Pat. And I know that we'll come out tomorrow ready to go and keep putting together quality at bats, playing good defense. And, so one of these guys is going to step up and drill one with runners in scoring position. And, I think they'll take a deep breath. It's opening day. I think the nerves are there a little bit. They're jacked up a little bit, just like all of us are. But I thought overall we played a really good game. We just got to do a little bit more in the short game and being in the right place at the right time with backing up bases and little things. We're going to be okay.
Seth, you had a nice pick at first base on a low throw. Did you feel pretty comfortable out there at first tonight?
I've taken many reps over the course of the fall and early spring, so I wasn't even really thinking about it. I was just trying to do what I was. Coach LaCroix has been working with me so hard, and even Rudy Cox has been a mentor to me. So I just kind of went out there and just played the game. And I guess I'm not even really thinking about the pick. I was just thinking about the play itself.
Logan, Grayson, what was it like for you guys to take the field at Doug Kingsmore for the first time?
It was a pretty special opening day. Pretty amazing feeling to come out here with a great group of guys, especially like in such a big fan base. It's a pretty incredible feeling.
Yeah, for me, it's awesome. It's my first college game in about 2 years. So for me to just get back out there and be healthy and enjoy competing with a bunch of brothers, a bunch of friends, and seeing all the orange and purple out there and all the fans, it was an awesome experience. So.
Seth, as Monty said, you guys were in this position last year. You lost the first game. Obviously, you didn't let one game make your season. There's so many left. But what do you say to some of the young guys after dropping this one tonight?
It's just thinking about it. When we lost to Maine, I remember Oki coming up to me and he goes, "This doesn't define our team. This doesn't define who we are." And that's plain and simple. That's what it is. Have you ever heard of an undefeated baseball team? Because I haven't. And if you have, please tell me. I would love to know who they are. But the thing is you just got to go out there and you're going to win some and lose some. And it's whoever comes back and gets back up after you fall, those are the true champions.
Coach, sorry if I missed something, but what's the status of Brooks Crawford? I thought we might see him out of the pen tonight.
Brooks is definitely going to be available. We just decided pretty much just first guy out of the pen we wanted to go with Tyler, and there were some reasons for that. We don't look ahead too much, but we felt like if we were going to throw Tyler, today was the day to throw Tyler in case we decide we want to start him on Tuesday. We have not put him in a position to throw on back-to-back days out of the pen in any inter squad, so we felt like if we were going to throw him that maybe one time this weekend was the time to do it. We may decide that we're going to throw him again on Sunday, and we'll move into next week when we move into next week. But Brooks is capable of throwing on back-to-back days. We just felt like Tyler was the guy we wanted to run in there, and I thought he threw fine. So, but we have confidence in Brooks too. It was just more of a gut feel. I think more than anything else is we wanted a new guy to get out there. We wanted to run Tyler out there and see what he could do, and thought he made some good pitches.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.